Hey guys, Dale here. Welcome back to, welcome to part one if you didn't watch part zero. Here's the first episode of our Odyssey playthrough. So we haven't got a notification yet that the mechanoids are on their way. What time is it? It is 6 a.m., so I guess they're scheduled for anything right now. Little Sandra and Sonia have decided to start hauling things in, which is great. Incoming mechanoids. There we go. The mech hive scanning process is close to determining your location. When it locates your gravship, it will send a massive mechanoid force to kill you. Gather your supplies, then flee the map by selecting the pilot console and selecting launch. Okay, so we will let them do their thing. Let's take a look at these characters. Julius has a Psylink, which is great. I think we're gonna go for Static Lord since we know that our main enemies are going to be mechanoids. We do have Vanilla Psycasting expanded, Novice, and they have all their gear basically from our last playthrough, except I swapped all their armor out with grav suits. So if we take a look, he's wearing an Eltec shirt, Thrombo pants, he has a Disruptor flare pack and a charge rifle. Sonia has a low shield pack instead and a Thrombo for a down shirt, and Sandra I think is probably wearing some Devil Strand. Yeah. Julius is our character that is Sanguiphage, so we'll have to figure that stuff out. And other than that, no one else has anything crazy going on. Julius is a child of Byron Tech, right? So that's why you're partially an impid. So he has Fire Spew, Poor Plants, Poor Animals, Slow Wound Healing, and Fast Running have been overridden by being a Sanguiphage. Sonia's child of Baseliners, and it looks like you got a lot of the genes that your dad got. So your metabolic efficiency is even. Slow Wound Healing and Fast Running, Poor Plants, Poor Animals, Cold Weakness. Okay, let's speed things up and get out of here. We could demolish some of these things, but they just give us slag, and I don't think we're gonna quite need it. So I would like to make sure that we just get all the steel and gravlite panels, and then we will take off. Mechanoids in 6 hours. Our colonists are pretty capable when it comes to construction. Both Julius and Sonia are very passionate about it and very skilled. Julius has our social because he's a vampire. Sonia has crafting. Sandra, you are how old? 7 days old. So you got a few growth moments ahead. Looks like you've been doing some drawing. And that is good on gear. So let's go ahead and start our launch ritual. Intellectual is the primary driving force for like quality on this, I believe, when it comes to pawns. So we have a 5, an 8, and a 0. So mom and dad are obviously going to be our pilots. 25% quality. We don't have a grav anchor. We don't have too many crew, just our only child. We don't have as many thrusters as we could, so I guess that is something that we can work on. Are you sure you want to launch? Okay. There isn't anything in orbit around us that we can hit, and we don't have an atmosphere, so we definitely want to hit the surface. There are a few things on the surface here. So you have a mixed biome, wild smoke leaf plants, and a bay. You have an ancient uplink used to communicate with low orbit satellites. Hacking the uplink will reveal a hidden location in orbit. It's going to be a while before we get back to orbit, so that's neat, and it would be cool to just like land our ship in the middle of this like little bay. But I don't think we need that right now. This has a networks of... Okay, this is a cavern. Fog is common. Peacock habitat, a natural habitat for peacocks. They appear in great numbers here. And this area is at a boundary of 2 distinct biomes. This looks very defensible. So it is at the boundary of what? It's tropical rainforest and grassland. Is that the boundary that's happening here? Like this is all grassland and then this goes into tropical forest? Let's check this one out. It looks like the most unique out of what our options are. Okay. That is super cool. I don't think I'll get tired of looking at that. We can speed things up there. Okay, and we can move our landing zone. What I'd like to do is see where there is maybe some good accessible components and steel. There's some steel in that mountain. I don't see any like steel immediately kind of like on the outside. Okay, there's a bunch of steel in there. We just have to worry about bugs. I think if we had any threats on this map, they'd have to be drop pods. Okay. I think we'll go for up here. Can we just like land right here? And then I would like to do some construction on our ship. So I don't want to be too close to things. Let's go right there. Confirm. Okay. So awesome. Okay, and it's funny that the stuff that was under us just faded. Need a meditation spot. Yeah, we also need beds and things too, right? So miscellaneous, we'll throw a meditation spot right down there for you. Sonia has tattered apparel. Gear, what is it that's tattered? Your button-down shirt. Okay. Thrombo fur pants are close. We can probably mend that stuff. And this said it was a peacock habitat. I see crows, cassowaries. So are the crows all gathered together in a little murder? We have one flying. Oh, there's a peacock. Okay. Yeah, quite a few little peacocks. The numbers are a little strange here. So many peacocks, just a couple peahens. Is there anything special about you? Large bird with extravagant plumage. Male peacocks use their tail feathers in elaborate courtship displays. Very, very pretty. I'm curious if your plumage, if that gives you guys something like a beautiful version of bird skin or whatever. First things first, I guess. Let's get some like food sorted out. So zone, let's do a growing zone. We'll double click in here, and I want to shrink that a little bit. Let's do this as rice. Rice, and then we will grab you, expand zone. We'll double click, and we'll do the other side as some cotton plants, and we'll do a small area just with some dye, just so that we have it if we need it. I do have some plans that I've been working on for a little ship, so let's put our plans down. Let's load plan Saber. I've named it the Saber because it kind of reminds me of like a Saber class starship from Star Trek. That's where the grav engine would be, right? So all of that can be built within this area. We don't have, that is more than 500 tiles though, so I think we'll focus on building the front of this structure and have that be like a temporary living area initially, and then we can build over to kind of like one of these wings. I think we can do this whole wing and this whole wing if we just like connect it. And we'll put like some solar panels down in that area. These wings will be unroofed. So we'll have solar panels, potentially scanners, and potentially like shuttle parking in the future. I think it's going to be a long while before we get a shuttle though. Work-wise, I have jobs set up for folks, so that is good. I do. Oh, there are insects everywhere. Let's have you guys just like restricted to an area for now. Let's manage areas, new area, expand. We'll say that's good. Just so you guys don't wander into any bugs. So that steel is probably off limits. This steel is probably not. Area 1, we'll say, can be there. Oh, there's steel right there. I think were there components over here too? There are some components. Okay, so that'll be some good supplies. You guys are working on that stuff. Let's get some paneling down. If we go to space, this is all like it's the Odyssey tab, but we have a mod that changes it to space. And I assume other spaceship stuff gets put in here. We have translucent substructure, which lets us see the 1 grav light panel and 4 steel. Regular grav, so it's the same price. Let's do transparent. We'll do some areas of transparent. So let's do transparent like here. Let's do transparent in here. Oh, actually, we parked a little too close to the mountain, so I think we'll just worry about this for now. Okay, and let's do some furniture. Get some beds down temporarily, like here. I think that's good. And I might want to go ahead and just mine this out so we can build up that way. Well, at least this much. We might need to destroy that. No, I think we'll be fine. Okay, so this will be all transparent, and then the rest will be regular gravship substructure. Okay, well, I think that is a start. We probably want to get a table down because they'll get upset about that. So let's go into furniture. Let's grab a 2x2 table for right here. We'll throw some chairs down. And recreation, we'll put like a little horseshoe pin down. And more furniture. Let's go down to like school stuff because we do have a child. Blackboard, where is the desk? Let's put like a school desk. I guess we can just put it right there for now. And then blackboards, put just like right in front of it. Okay, so Sonia working on that. We have Julius working on construction. Sandra's helping out. Well, we will see how things go. Actually, I do want to do that, and we will stick a couple more thrusters here. So that should help us with quality for our next launch. We can launch again in 4.8 days. Well, we're winding down day 2. Julius and Sonia are still sleeping on the floor. Everyone's sleeping outside. Sandra has a bed. We just got her classroom area fixed up. Let's go to furniture. I guess we'll throw a couple chairs down here. We're out of wood. We do have a limited amount of wood on this map, so we'll go ahead and chop some of these trees down. I placed doors. We don't really have any more steel right now, so we might have to build some walls out of wood just temporarily so that we can get folks indoors. Our first cargo pod drop, we got some steel slag. I don't think that matters because we're not smelting anything right now. 55 gold is not bad. That is more than enough for a multi-analyzer. Now we just need to find some glass steel and do a bunch of research. Well, we have a transport pod crash. Are you interesting? Oh, you're a star. Um, I don't want to have to deal with Go Juice right now. Shooting melee, slow learner, straight, psychically deaf. Hmm. Having you as like a frontline tank would be amazing. I guess let's rescue you. Do we have a place to rescue you? I don't think we do, because we're gonna assign this bed to Julius and Sonia. Furniture, we will stick a sleeping spot down for now. I guess we'll unforbid those beds. We'll rescue you, and we'll do what we can for you. But no guarantees. I wonder if what is it xenogenes? So we could turn you into a vampire. I think your genes are going for like a year. So we just need a couple bottles of Go Juice, and then we could turn you into a vampire, or literally like anything else. We do have alpha, alpha genes installed, so we could come across a biotech lab, but we'd still need to have the technology to create a xenogerm, and there's so many things that are ahead of that on our priority list right now, so we will see. We do have a breach axe for you, I believe. You're holding some extra vac suit stuff, so we do have a vac suit for you. Oh, I didn't even check to see if you needed tending along the way. Well, I guess that takes care of our problems. Let's do storage. Let's do low clear, and then we will do just human-like corpses over there. Well, we had some tribes people that I didn't realize popped onto the map until I got the notification that they're fleeing. No. Let's see. Are any of these good enough to rescue? Ravenous, hunger rate, pretty straight. You're so good at plants. Health, 4 hours. Can we save you? Can we save you? I think we can. I think, Sandra, you should hide inside the ship. I don't know if attacking these bugs will make the rest of the bugs get really angry, but we'll figure that out. Sonia, you're on your way. Okay. Range. We can do chain bolt now. Okay. Okay. Sonia, you are coming in. That's great. How much time do we have on you? 3 hours. We can get over there and coagulate him. Okay, we got these guys on fire. These guys are heading up to our ship. Oh, this guy is flying in. Okay, yeah, this is no good. There are so many bugs, and the rest of the bugs on the map. No, not those. I guess these bugs are just linked to this hive. Okay, they're going the wrong way. Okay, let's pop in. Julius, can you long jump? Let's get up here. Sonia, why don't you defend, and then can you go ahead and coagulate this guy? Okay, he'll be fine. Options, interface, highlight, character highlighting, highlight all. Okay, so we have to zoom way out for that highlighting to happen. 5, 3. Okay, that's fine. We can... Oh, are you any good? Farsighted straight. You have double passions and a lot of things. You're a child. Can we coagulate you? Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll come back to rescue them later. You guys, hopefully they just stay down. Okay. What are they attacking? They're attacking our furniture that's outside. Okay. Well, it looks like they've leashed, right? So, oh man, Julius, why don't you go down here and rescue this person? You go down here and rescue this person. And we'll keep an eye on the path that those guys are taking, and we will just avoid it, right? So, Carrie, head this way. Carrie, and head this way. Okay. Oh, that was a lot more bugs than I would have wanted to deal with. Sonia, how are you doing? You're a little hurt. Death in 22 hours. Do we have another coagulate in us? Yeah, let's do it. We have the mod that allows them to auto blood feed on relationships, and since they're married, have a good relationship, I think they actually like it. So, okay. Let's do that, and then I'm gonna have to see about like fixing how far we need to zoom out to get that highlighting. I think it might be like a camera plus setting that I need to change, but oh, potentially, we've done it. Okay, just go ahead and rescue this guy. And then, do we have another bed? I guess we have that bed we can set to medical. We'll undraft you, rescue you. You are go as well. So insects have returned back to their caves down here. There's some stuff down here we might be able to collect. We'll see about that. Julius ran into the spillipede in our base, so he got hit a little bit. Sonia's tending him now. These guys should be fine. We'll see if either of them decide to join us when they are capable of getting up. Well, we have our first raider who's spawned in, and they've spawned in on some mechanoids. So, what's nice is we have this like useful markers mod, and so we can see the raider spawns in with an automatically marked sword next to his name, denoting that he is a melee character. So that's pretty interesting. Hopefully that's it. Yeah, they are not coming for us. That is fine. We are mining. I think we've got most of our panels down. We're going to start working on cutting some plants here. We have a hair self-tame. We're working on releasing it. Sandra, I do not like you hanging out there with a cougar. I've been watching this cougar. It's been eating like rabbits and things, so Sandra, if you could just like stay a little closer to home, that would be great. Let's have you stick to the home area. We did also get this notification. Ancient stockpile. You have detected the energy signature of a grav core. The signal originates from an ancient underground stockpile. The location is marked on the world map. Underground stockpiles must be hacked to enter. This process can take days to complete. Obtain grav cores and grav-like panels to increase the size of your grav ship. Let's jump to that location. It is right there. We are pretty far away from it. I don't know if we can make it all the way there with one jump, but our next jump can get us at least closer. We'll hang out here collecting at least this steel node. I don't want to deal with any more like insects or whatever, so I'd like to get off this map sooner rather than later. I was thinking that we would flee from our first raid, but the insects kind of made that unnecessary. We are down to just 7 packaged survival meals. We have some rice and we have some berries in inventory. We have our nutrient paste vat up. We are mining some steel so that we can get our micro grinder growing, and then we'll work on this nutrient paste tap actually. Altogether, this, and the grinder will be 350 watts, so we don't have to worry about extra power now, but we can't afford to put air conditioning in or a heater or anything like that. So we'll need to work on scaling up power so that we can make our little box of a ship comfortable in various weather types. Well, and Abencaro is healed enough to get off the map. I guess we will let him go. I don't want to anger these tribals. They're potentially like good trading partners. We still could potentially get Nabak Soska. But yeah, it feels bad. Feels bad letting him go. 23 years old. Baseliner. You eat a lot. Good at melee. I think you're just too good to let go. I think we do have to capture you, and then we'll just make it up to the tribals later. For prisoners, who's our best social character? Oh, I don't have numbers set up yet. Julius, you're a vampire. Go grab him. Okay, we are now hostile with the friendly tribals. Sonia. Can you arrest this person? 97% chance. Okay, we need to do butchering elsewhere. Otherwise, all our butchered meat will be marked for them. So let's do that. And then prisoners, let's convert. And then we will work on recruiting them. Anything else in here critical? Oh, there's weapons in here. I guess let's move the weapons out. Prioritize. Storage, critical, clear all. Let's say... Oh, we have a... So I don't have simple sidearms this time. One of the reasons that I use simple sidearms, I don't usually use it too much for like the weapon switching. I know last series we did for the EMP launchers, so I might reinstall it, but I'm testing out this other mod that makes it so that weapons are like apparel, so that they'll like drop and pick up like the best available that they're allowed to use. So if we like take a look at our ranged policy, apparel, and then weapons, right now you can see ranged is for Julius and Sonia, and the only weapon that we have available for them is the charge rifle. So it looks like it changes where weapons end up being here as well. So we'll say weapons, and we'll just say all apparel, right? Because I don't want them picking up other random apparel. Let's move that, and then we'll haul all that stuff urgently, just to make sure that they aren't grabbing weapons as easily as they could be, or putting on shirts that I don't want them to put on. Well, we've gathered enough steel to go ahead and build all this hull. So I think we're going to do that. I'm also going to put a little ideology spot down. We'll do like a little ritual spot there. They are upset that we don't have a wayfinder role, and just to like make the error message go away, I'm just going to do that. I might see if there's a mod that makes it so that error message doesn't hang out, because just throwing a random holding spot down like every time we travel to a new map might get annoying. Let's go ahead and begin a role change. Sonia, let's have you be our wayfinder. That's our moral guide. Julius will have become the captain at some point, since he is the sanguiphage. So like he's pretty good at social, right? She's really good at social. That'll be good for leader speeches if we do them. What else is going on? Yeah, we'll get our hull built, we'll get our moral guide set up, and then we'll head off to a new map before we end for today. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, we did talk about the ideology. I didn't talk about the styles. We have hedonist, just because I wanted something for the ritual ambiance that wasn't the Dune or the astronomy ritual ambiance, so it feels a little awkward, out of place. But then for style categories, we have astronomy that covers quite a few things here. And then the Dune style covers a lot of stuff that the astronomy stuff isn't covering. So that is what that looks like. Julia should really be able to pop out most of this hull today, if not tomorrow. Oh, that's interesting. I wanted to make sure to have all that stuff inside. I guess we should probably put a light down as well. Furniture. Where is our light? There's our standing lamp. I guess we'll throw one down right there. That covers a good segment of the ship. Well, I forgot that we don't have enough power for the standing lamp. We do have vanilla power expanded, furniture expanded power, so we can build a small wood-fired generator. I'm going to stick that back here. And how much power is that going to produce? 500 watts. That feels pretty significant for such a small thing. I think it's probably going to eat a lot of wood up, though, so that's fine. We've been doing some hunting, so our nutrient paste vat is filled with rice, berries, bird meat, panda meat, hare meat, insect jelly. The insects up here died. So, oh, we have a trade caravan. A combat supplier came through. Okay, so clearing the way. Let's have Julius. Actually, I want you to finish mining. Let's have you trade. Visitors. Okay, that seems like a pretty safe location for you. Auto pistol, machine pistol. We'll get rid of those for now. Let's see. Is there anything that we want from you? You have a breach axe. We'll hold on to that. You have jump packs. No, I don't think so. We don't need all of this gold right now. I think we can sell 30 of it. That'll be good. I'm just going to do a little bit more mining. We'll build this generator, and then we will pop out of here. Well, we got a short bow, a nerve spiker, and I think a mace somewhere as a present from these traders. I guess it's because we didn't buy anything from them, but we did sell things. We're going to harvest all this stuff. We're going to haul in some steel, and then we will pick a new site. Okay, so Mechhive scanning process is close to determining your location. When it locates your gravship, we'll send a massive mechanoid force to kill you. Gather your supplies, then flee the map by selecting the pilot console and selecting launch. Jump to location. Okay. Oh, our pilot console. Mechanoid threat 5. Oh, mechanoid threat. 5 days, 6 hours. Oh, that's much better than I thought it would be. I knew that the mechanoids would find us. I thought that we would get a warning and then they would just, like, come in. Okay, so we have enough time to, like, gather all this stuff. Let's get you a job, sir. Doctor, sure. And not a surgeon. Bed rest for everyone. No child care for you. We'll put you on handling and I guess on training. I have a cat in the way. Speaking of training, what is your training at for? We'll turn training off. We don't really need anyone cooking, but you can do our butchering. We'll do 2s there. We'll do a 4 there. Oh yeah, you were really good at plants. Everyone else is pretty terrible at it. So let's have you be our farmer. And then when you're not farming, you can do all of this stuff. Schedule, copy, paste. Let's get you up front. Assigned gear, anything. Let's edit. Let's say weapons, no weapons. Let's set you to melee, edit, I think we have a breach axe, right? Breach axe, yeah. Okay, so you are gonna put on a vac suit. I guess that's fine. That's like all the armor that we have on right now. What did you take off? The mace. We'll speed things up for you. And you have the breach axe. Okay, that is perfect, sir. The other thing that we can have you do, if there's no like farming stuff to do, is we'll have you mine and drill. And then I guess you can do these things. Production, what is that? Bioferrite, beer. Yeah, we'll turn that up on you and we'll turn it down on everyone else. Okay, let me get them to chop all this stuff down and then we'll pick a site. I keep saying that. Sorry. Time to go. We have 250. Wait, is that? Yeah, we have 500 fuel. Okay. I don't know where we picked up any extra fuel from. I'll have you search and destroy. And then we will get on our way. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, downed. Go ahead and capture her. Is she bleeding out? Knocked out. Got worms. No, she is fine. Let's go ahead and do our launch ritual. Not participating, but she's on the ship. So that's kind of like lets you know if there are non-colonists on your ship. We have our pilot, co-pilot. Our expected quality is a little higher because we have a couple more engines now. And I guess we also have another crew count. So Julius, Sonia. Oh, I didn't cancel that. That's fine that you hauled that in. I was wondering where we ended up getting so much steel from. And Sandra, you're on the ship. Let's go ahead and click OK. Oh, we can get pretty close. That's going to cost most of our fuel to get over here. I looked at these sites already. Ancient Warehouse, Mountain, Ancient Uplink. And then this is a valley and cave pools. I just kind of want to like get some resources. So the small hills might be good. We could do mountain. I want to get close enough to this, and then our priorities will be to make some chem fuel and probably chop a bunch of wood doing that. I don't want to deal with a bunch of insects. I like that there's like a natural like little cove right there. Let's go ahead and click next. And there we go. We have our little transparent substructure. That's cool that the shadow like shines through it, but we can like watch the world go by beneath us. We'll speed this up a little bit. This is quite the journey. Okay, let's move landing zone. Let's move into here and we will go... I want to build a little bit more forward. There's some components right down there. Do we see steel anywhere? Steel not too far away. I'm sure there's steel all around here. So we'll land right here. Farm landing zone. Oh, I wish we could zoom in and see the ship while it's flying, but that's still pretty cool. Okay, thruster breakdown. While landing, Julius overheated the ship's thrusters, frying valuable components. The thrusters will need to be repaired before they can be used again. The following thrusters were affected. 65% chance of a negative outcome. That's fine. We have the components for that. We have 38, and we're about to have a ton more. We can take off again in 5 days. And I think as long as we refuel, then this quest site should be within reach. I think that's going to be it for today. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. If you got Odyssey, I hope you're enjoying it. I'm super excited to be playing with it, and just like let me know how you guys are experiencing Odyssey so far. Bye.